Going into my hands-on time with Pokemon Scarlet, I was expecting some changes based on the 9th generation's embrace of open-world gameplay and a do-what-you-want when you want mentality with its 3 primary story paths. Pokemon has yet to take the massive generational shift I've dreamed of for years, and has instead opted for half-steps with each new entry. Scarlet isn't the transformation I hoped for, but it's significantly more than a simple half-step, representing arguably the most considerable shift in mainline Pokemon history. I explored a small portion of the overall Scarlet map for roughly an hour, though it appeared much larger in-game. I saw 3 objective markers across a valley in a desert area, each representing one of the 3 main story paths: the Victory Road path, which is the standard 8-gym storyline seen throughout the series, the Path of Legends, consisting of tracking and battling Titan Pokemon, and Starfall Street, a unique take on the Team Rocket-esque plotline found in every mainline entry. Determined to experience a little bit of all 3, I took off from the southern region of the map toward a Path of Legends marker, and I did so atop Koraidon, the legendary Pokemon adorning the Scarlet box. Pokemon Legends RC, considering my sense of control and freedom over the seamless landscape, was a mechanic strangely named Let's Go. Here, you press R to send out the Pokemon arranged first in your party to retrieve an item or battle a Pokemon. It's completely autonomous. After pressing R toward a direction, your Pokemon is sent out and does its own thing. You'll need to pay attention to type and levels to ensure your Pokemon can defeat the one it's attacking though. If your Pokemon faints, you need to revive it with an item or at the Pokemon Center. Here, you can also restore your Terrastalize ability, which one Pokemon can only use in one battle at a time. After using it, you'll need to restore it at the Pokemon Center or by interacting with one of the various Terra Jewel formations spread throughout the open world. These are also home to the Terra Raids. I did one with other players, and while it was fun, it wasn't all that different from raids seen in Pokemon Sword and Shield, although much more visually impressive. After completing a raid, which houses a rare Terra-type Pokemon, you can capture it. During raids, you can freely attack in an almost active time battle format like the Final Fantasy series. You can also perform callouts to chat with the team, cheer to raise the attack or defense of your allies, or heal their Pokemon up. Upon reaching the Titan questline marker, I encountered a massive Cloth. Nintendo told me that these Titan encounters contain 3 steps: track down and chase after them when they run, battling against them, and a 3rd step I could not pursue based on preview parameters. This was fun, but I could see Titan battles growing stale after some time, especially if each encounter consists of the same 3 steps. Nintendo gave previewers overpowered teams too, so I don't have a grasp on Scarlet's challenge unfortunately. From here, I visited one of the many Team Star bases to try out the Starfall Street path. I tried flying in from above, but the game told me I needed to enter from the front gate. Upon reaching here, Nintendo told me to put the 3 Pokemon I wanted to fight with at the top of my party. Once inside, a timer appeared and I had 10 minutes to defeat 30 Team Star Pokemon. I didn't do this by completing standard Pokemon battles though. I finished this challenge using the Let's Go mechanic I mentioned earlier, as instructed. It was quite easy. Again, I had an overpowered team, and I completed it in just a minute or 2. Nintendo tells me this is how these bases are defeated, and I was disappointed to hear that because this wasn't particularly fun. However, I think that with a less powerful, more level appropriate team, there's a good and unique challenge to be had. The last piece of my hands-on time I want to touch on is picnics. Like Sword and Shield's camping, you can set up a picnic to interact with your party, play ball with them, clean them off with a shower, and build and eat sandwiches together. Sandwich making seems like it is a big part of this generation. The towns I visited had multiple shops selling ingredients or pre-made meals. Making a sandwich involves picking your ingredients and dragging them from their plate to the actual sandwich. You'll need to stack ingredients properly and choose ones that mesh well to make a delicious sandwich, and the animation that plays after completing one lets you know how you did. It's cute, and the perks of eating a sandwich with your party seem great, though I can't specifically mention what those perks are. I left my Pokemon Scarlet preview feeling more excited about a new Pokemon than I had in a long time. Sword and Shield left me wanting a lot more, especially as the first big mainline entry on Switch. Scarlet and Violet aren't flipping the formula on its head, but there are enough changes that I'd call this the biggest generational transformation in years, perhaps in series history. The open world aspects of these games are refreshing, adding more personality and seamlessness to the series than ever before. The ability to more freely engage with the 3 primary story paths seems fun too, but I wasn't able to test out its limits. Can I genuinely tackle these how I want, or will built-in level gates essentially push me into doing this or that at specific moments in the game? That was a question I could not find an answer to in this preview, but I'm hoping the former is true come November. I also hope I'm tested more in the final game because I felt little pushback from Scarlet during this preview. Nonetheless, the design of Scarlet's open world, its improved visuals, and how well its individual pieces seem to flow together have me excited to experience this Paldean journey, even if I'm left wanting more in other aspects of Pokemon's new generation.